With SummerSlam coming up this weekend, we have some crazy predictions about how the matches are going to play out, and the results of these matches are going to change the entire landscape of the WWE. In this video, we're going to go down through every match and break it all down for you guys coming up on this episode of Wrestle Digest. But before we get into it, we gotta give out a huge shout out to our sponsor NordVPN for sponsoring this video. In the WWE, defending your title makes you the best in the world. And if you want an extra layer of defense for your browsing, make sure to try out NordVPN, the fastest VPN on the market. A VPN or virtual private network encrypts your IP address so that when you're on public networks, you can create your own private network. This means you can enjoy Wrestle Digest and WWE on the go safely and securely. Right now, if you go to nordvpn.com/wrestle, you get an exclusive offer and can start browsing with your VPN today. But it's not just about how fast NordVPN is, they have you covered with their Threat Protection Pro. Kind of think of it as your personal Jacob Fatu on your computer, protecting you from any threats that may come your way. Also, when WWE moves to Netflix, people living in the United States can switch their location to Canada via NordVPN to watch all of WWE's content on their own Netflix account. So why wait? Upgrade your browsing experience today by going to nordvpn.com/wrestle to get an exclusive offer. Plus, NordVPN has a 30-day money-back guarantee, so why not try it so you never miss out on any wrestling content ever again. And a big thank you to NordVPN for sponsoring this video. Once again, we gotta give a huge thank you to NordVPN for sponsoring this video. Make sure to go check out the pinned comment and description to get yourself an exclusive offer from NordVPN today. But Brady, with that said, let's jump right into the video today, which is 7 bold predictions for SummerSlam, and me and Brady are obviously really excited for this one. Obviously, Brady being the defending predictions champ on a 2 PLE win streak right now. I won the Wrestlemania, and he's won the next 2 afterwards that we've done. He's 2-1 right now, making the look 3-0, 3-1. Sorry, but here we go. We're going with the first match, Brady, which is a highly anticipated rematch between Sami Zayn and Braun Breaker. I'm going to throw it to you. What are your predictions for this match?
All right. I want to start off by saying, during Money in the Bank, we did not see a single spear from Braun Breaker. So I'm thinking we see a spear this time around, and that's what's going to put Sami down for the 3 count. That's my prediction. I'm going with Braun Breaker takes it over Sami Zayn. I know I'm always going to get Sami, but I really do think that this time is the time.
Yeah, we're always doubting the underdog here in Sami, and we always say, oh, he's going to lose to Chad Gable at Clash. He's going to lose to Braun Breaker at Money in the Bank. But what does he do? He proves us wrong and goes out and gets that win. But in saying that, I got to go with you here, Brady. I think Braun Breaker, it just makes sense for him to win this title now. It seems like they're trying to push him as that next guy going into the new Netflix era coming up in January. And the right way to start that is by giving him a mid-card title, seeing how he can hold the title as a solo champion. And then if he does an exceptional job at it, we will see him in that world title picture come January, I think. And I think it's just the right time. Like you said, we haven't seen a spear. We're going to see it. The only way I can see Sami maybe pulling off the win again here is if we see some Dragon off interference in this match. But in that said, we both got Braun Breaker here. Who do you got for this pick down below in the comment section? We're going to get into the second match of the night here, which is Logan Paul, the Maverick, versus LA Knight. Yeah! So, Brady, I'm really excited for this one. This is a match that I've been really excited for ever since it's been announced, ever since these guys started feuding. I think Logan Paul is an exceptional wrestler, and I think him and LA Knight are really going to mesh well in the ring. I know Logan Paul is the hometown kid here in his home state of Ohio, but I gotta go with the megastar here. I'm going with LA Knight. Yeah, it seems like he's been the most, one of the most poppin' superstars and that hasn't had a title yet. Him alongside Jey Uso, I would put them on that same level. It's about time for the megastar to have some gold around his waist. What are you thinking, Brady?
I've been thinking this for the longest time. LA Knight is long overdue a little bit of silverware. And I'm sure you and everybody watching at home can agree completely with that statement. And listen, we've been waiting for so long. Logan has a baby on the way. I'm thinking they're going to write him out. I'm hoping they're going to write him out because the megastar needs to shine. I'm also going to take LA Knight. Yeah.
Yeah, I think LA Knight's the easy pick here. I just think that's what's going to happen. It's well deserved for him to finally be wearing some gold around his waist, and starting him off as US champion, I think will bring a fighting champion to that title again, since we haven't seen Logan Paul defend this championship at all, really. But I think he's done a phenomenal job as champion. I'm just going to go out there and say that. But I think it's time for LA Knight to have that title around his waist. But that's our prediction. We're both going LA Knight, both on the same picks here, but we want to hear your guys' thoughts. Anybody advocating for Logan Paul down below in the comment section, let us know. We're going to go get into the next match here, which is a King and Queen of the Ring match here, where Nia Jax won the Queen of the Ring, has that opportunity to face the champion at SummerSlam, the champion being Bayley. Bayley versus Nia Jax here. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you know we don't like Nia Jax here, Brady. We're gonna throw it to you. Who do you got here?
This one I was kind of up in arms about a little bit in regards to who I think we're gonna see come out with the W. You know what? I did my thinking, and I'm gonna go with Nia Jax for the winner of this one. Yeah. It makes sense. I don't like it. I don't have to like it. It's not for me to like. Bayley, while Bayley is a phenomenal wrestler, I feel this title run that she's had hasn't been that fantastic. Now, you can come at me in the comments for saying that, but that's just my opinion. So I think they're going to give it to Nia Jax, and then they're going to play into the Tiffy time with the Money in the Bank briefcase, and we're going to get a little slow burn, juicy feud coming between the two besties there. So my pick is Queen Nia Jax.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm on the same wavelength. I think Nia Jax is going to be the champion after SummerSlam. As much as I love Bayley, I think it's Nia Jax's time to be champion. As much as a lot of WWE fans aren't going to like it, it's just the seemingly outcome here because, like you said, Tiffany Stratton has that Money in the Bank. They've been gal pals now for a bit, so it only makes sense to maybe turn Tiffany Stratton face here by cashing in on Nia Jax. Probably not at SummerSlam, but in the near future, I could see this cash-in definitely happening. And I think, Tiffany Stratton is already coming off as a little bit of a face right now, so having that full switch to face probably makes the most sense, in my opinion. So having her do that, you need Nia Jax, a heel to win that championship and for her to cash in on it. I think that just makes the most sense. And as much as I'm not going to like it, as much as Brady's not going to like it, as much as you guys aren't going to like it, we're going to see Nia Jax come out of SummerSlam as the women's world champion, or the women's WWE champion, sorry. And then we got the next match of the night, Brady. We're going to jump right into it here. We got Nia Jax. We don't know anybody advocating for Bayley, because I'd love to hear you out on your theories down below in the comment section. Our next match here is a highly anticipated bout between the Liv Morgan Revenge Tour and Rhea Ripley. Will Liv Morgan complete the Revenge Tour? And Brady, I'm going to start it off here. This has been such a fun build-up to a women's match. I think it's probably one of the best build-ups we've seen in a very long time, and it's great to see this. We need women's wrestling to have those in-depth storylines. We need this. We need people to care about women's wrestling, and yes, I do care about women's wrestling a lot. I think there should be a mid-card title. That's everything else. I think that what they're doing now by letting these female superstars build up their characters through these storylines is phenomenal. Shout out Triple H for that. But to get to my prediction here, I think it's Liv Morgan. I think Liv Morgan retains, beats the Eradicator Rhea Ripley. As much as I want Rhea Ripley to win and get that championship back, it just seems like the outcome here is going to be Liv Morgan. And we've talked about it here on the channel, Brady. I think we're going to see Finn Balor come in here and help Liv win this title against Rhea Ripley. It just seems like that's the way it's going, and I would just love to see Finn Balor turn on the Judgment Day.
I don't mean to keep going hand in hand with you here, Casey, but I also think that it's going to make the most sense for Liv Morgan to come away with the win here. The storyline has been such a good slow burn, and there's just so many layers left to unfold. Like we covered in a previous video we did here on the channel. If you haven't seen it, definitely worth go checking it out. Finn Balor, possibility of him helping Liv Morgan retain, and setting up Judgment Day versus this newfound Liv and Finn Balor scenario. So I think that for that factor alone, Liv is going to walk away with the win, and this is not going to be the last time we're going to see Liv and Mommy in the squared circle.
Yeah, there's no way. I think there's definitely a follow-up match after this, especially if there's some interference involved. They're definitely going to run it back at the next PLE, which I guess would be Bash in Berlin, which is what I'm very excited for. But I think this is, like you said, it makes most sense having Liv win. There's been a lot of theories online about Finn, but there's also been theories that maybe Dom lied to Rhea and is going to help Liv win the championship as well. It's all up in the air about what's going to happen around this match, but it's definitely going to be one that you're going to be locked into the TV on, because there's going to be something happening around the corner that's going to be amazing, and it's going to shake up the whole landscape of the WWE, and I'm really excited for this match. Probably the most hyped I've been for a women's world title match. I'm going to go out there and say that. Besides, when Rhea Ripley won in her hometown of Perth, or in her home country of Australia in Perth, I was pretty excited for that one. But I think this is going to be a phenomenal match. Great build up to this as well, and we need to see more of this great build up to these women's world title matches. 100% Triple H is cooking here. We're going to get into the next match of the night, but we want to hear your guys' thoughts down below. Do you think Liv got it? Do you think Rhea got it? Let us know down below. We're going to get into another King of the Ring match here, which was the Gunther winning the King of the Ring, which then granted him a shot at the World Championship, where he takes on leader of the Judgment Day, El Campeon, Damian Priest, for the World Heavyweight Championship. And Brady, I'm going to throw it to you here. Who do you got?
Well, first of all, let me just say, I cannot wait to see Gunther slap Damian Priest purple. He's going to be the color of his ring gear. And that's going to be great. That's going to be the highlight of the show for myself personally. Who am I taking for the winner of the match? Ding dong. I think it's finally time that we say goodbye to El Campeon and ring in the Ring General as the ring leader. I think it's time, especially following up the next pay-per-view we have is Bash at Berlin, maybe set up something cool between Gunther and Dragunov, or even if they do a rematch, say, and have Finn Balor introduced into the world title picture at Bash of Berlin. So many different possibilities, but I do think that Gunther is going to come out on top at SummerSlam.
Yeah, Brady, I mean, as much as I'd like to pick Gunther, he's who I want to win. I've gone against Damian Priest so many times, and I've got it wrong so many times. So this time, I'm putting my money on Damian Priest. I think there's some way that Damian Priest is going to pull out a win against Gunther here. I think he's kind of got the dirt out of my eyes. If you've been watching us here, you know how much hate we used to throw on Damian Priest here. And over these past couple of weeks, he's really, kind of opened my eyes a bit about how good of a wrestler he is. And he's after getting a little bit better on the mic. And I think that he's been a very solid champion after all this stuff that I've dumped on him in the past. I think he is a great champion. And I think that, unfortunately, El Campeon is going to come out of SummerSlam as the champion. As much as I would love to see Gunther win this match and be the world champion going into Bash at Berlin, I think Damian Priest somehow, some way, knocks off the top guy here in Gunther and retains his championship, whether it's with help from the Judgment Day, whether it's whatever it is. Somehow, Damian Priest is going to find a way to win this match not clean, because he hasn't won a title defense clean yet. So there's going to be some way he's going to do this, and I think it's going to happen at SummerSlam. But we want to hear your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section on this match. We're both on opposite sides here, but
finally,
that's how it goes. But we're going to get into the next match here, Brady, which is one that's been highly, highly anticipated by us here on the channel, which is Punk versus McIntyre, with Seth freaking Rollins as the special guest referee. And Brady, this is going to be my match of the night 100%. I think this is going to be an absolute banger of a match to go. And to kind of predict the outcome of this is kind of tough for me. When I was thinking about this before we started recording, I was like, I don't know who really needs the win here. I don't really know who deserves the win here. It's a hard one to kind of judge, but I think I'm going to go with my boy here, Drew McIntyre, the Scottish Warrior. I think after what Punk has done to him by costing him the Money in the Bank briefcase, by costing him winning the championship in his hometown in Scotland, which I was there and was very upset for that. I think it's time for Drew McIntyre to bottle up all that frustration and just let it out on CM Punk and hit the Claymore, pin him 1, 2, 3, and put this all to bed. I think it's Drew McIntyre's time to get one over on Punk. As much as I would like to see Punk win as well, I think Drew just deserves this more for his career than CM Punk does.
No shock here, but I'm going with Drew. But my reasoning is a bit different. I'm going to pick Drew just for the pure fact that Seth Rollins has a lot of hatred towards CM Punk. And even though I know they're probably going to put mano a manos aside for the sake of the match and work it out and be cooperative with one another, I still feel deep down that there's a genuinely strong dislike towards both of these men, from CM Punk to Seth and from Seth to CM Punk. And they have Drew involved in the storyline. We all know how much Drew has been getting screwed over by CM Punk ever since WrestleMania. You've seen it happen live. I've seen it happen live. My God, where does it end? Poor Drew McIntyre. Even though he's not been winning, he's won me over as a fan. So at least there's that going for Drew. So at SummerSlam, I'm really hoping, and I'm putting my bet on the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
Man, I'm going to come out and make a completely hot take here. I think that Drew McIntyre right now is carrying Raw on his back. I think he has been the number one guy on Raw for such a long time. You can argue him and Jey Uso. I could go back and forth between those guys. You could debate me on every day. I think I could go either way on that. But I think Drew McIntyre right now is the number one guy on Raw, and he should be the World Heavyweight Champion. He definitely should, because he is that big of a guy, that big star. He's been such a good guy in turning this story into, hurting him mentally. You could just tell when he comes to the ring that these things that CM Punk have done are just eating away at him, and he's just such a good person for playing that character, and has done it so well by getting suspended, by doing all this stuff week in and week out to push this storyline till when we could eventually get this match. I mean, we've been talking about this storyline for a long time, and we're finally getting this match. It's going to be a banger of a match. Either outcome I'm going to be happy with, but we both got Drew McIntyre. We're going to hear your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section. Here we go, Brady. It's time for the main event. It is Solo Sikoa, the new tribal chief, not my tribal chief, by the way, versus the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, for the WWE Universal Championship. This one is really exciting, too. Brady, I'm going to get your input first, though.
Well, here's the thing on my mind and on everybody else's mind. What is going to happen during this match? Who are we going to see? Are we going to see some returns? Are we going to see some new faces? What are we going to see? And with the WWE and with Triple H at the wheel, as we continuously say here on Wrestle Digest, you never know what to expect. Other than Cody Rhodes walking away with the title at the end of the night. Now, I do think there's going to be some bloodline shenanigans. There always is some bloodline shenanigans. I mean, it's basically their gimmick, shenanigans, right? Pull up, cause a scene, win. However, we're going to see somebody return. I don't know if it's going to be Roman. I don't know if it's going to be The Rock. Someone will be there, and it will be epic. And Cody will win, and they're going to close the show out with us in awe like such.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, like I've been saying it
Cody
for a
Rhodes.
while, Brady. Like, I don't think there's anybody on the roster right now who can dethrone Cody Rhodes. I just don't think it's possible. I think that, Solo winning would be great for the Bloodline storyline, but I think for WWE as a whole, Cody Rhodes as the WWE Universal Champion makes the most sense, and that's why he's my pick. And the other reason behind my pick here is because we think Roman Reigns is going to return here. And the only way we could see, Roman Reigns' return, in my opinion, is if Cody wins this match. I think Cody wins this match, hits the crossroads 2 or 3 times on Solo, pins him, and we see The Rock. I think The Rock comes out here and asserts himself into this new bloodline, takes the helm of it, takes the Tribal Chief necklace off of Solo Sikoa, saying how, I have pinned Cody Rhodes, but you haven't, so I'm the Tribal Chief. That just is something that's working in my mind, I think. But I think that would make Roman Reigns then return as well to face off with The Rock, which is a match that they've been waiting for a very long time. We thought we were going to get it last year at WrestleMania, looking like it's going to be at this year's WrestleMania. And we could see a whole all-out brawl as well, Brady. There's multiple things we could see here. Where Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns, and Cody Rhodes square off against the new bloodline, the Loas, Jacob Fatu, The Rock, and Solo Sikoa. It just seems like this could be a whole crazy event in this main event, but at the end of the day, we got Cody Rhodes here because he is our champion. Cody Rhodes is our Universal Champion, and there's no way Solo wins this. Whatever way this match turns out, it's going to be fun to watch, whatever happens after the match. Because if we leave SummerSlam, Brady, with no returns from Roman or The Rock, that is just going to be a huge L. But I think it's going to happen.
People will riot.
I know.
So it has to happen.
You see those videos where people are like, what made you stop watching wrestling? That would make people stop watching
SummerSlam.
But I think something's going to happen here. Whether it's Jimmy Uso coming in, whether it's Hikuleo coming in, whether it's Zilla Fatu coming in. Anything that happens of someone debuting or returning is going to make this amazing. And I'm really excited for this match. Really excited for this pay-per-view. It's going to be fun to watch. And you got our predictions here. Brady, one thing we'd usually do, though, celebrity appearance. Who do you got?
Celebrity appearance. Let's go with Jake Paul. They're in Cleveland.
Yeah.
And, could be showing up for Logan's match. I'm going to go with Jake Paul.
Yeah, celebrity appearance. I'm going with MGK, Machine Gun Kelly. Another Ohio boy. I think he's going to be in there somewhere. So, if they're shown on TV, extra point for the boys here. But we want to hear your guys' predictions on the card down below in the comments section. Really appreciate you guys sticking till the end of the video. And if you did, drop those ones down the comment section so we know that you guys were watching till the end. But
real ones.
If you guys enjoyed this one, make sure to go down below. Hit that like button. It helps push these videos out to all the wrestling fans on YouTube. Comment on the video. We love seeing your guys' takes on wrestling down below in our comment section. Also, subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get 3,000 subscribers before the end of the summer, so we're like 200 away. So if you go down and hit that subscribe button, helps us get one more sub closer. And if you want to check out a video we did the other day talking about the whole Finn Balor Liv Morgan thing, it'll be popping up on your screen right now. But as always, I've been your host KC alongside my co-host Brady. We'll catch you in the next one.